Welcome to Fitness Friday, combining drums, music, and healthy lifestyle. With today's host, Thomas Lang. Today's episode, Getting High on Fitness.
Hey guys, what was that groovy song? Sounded great. Welcome to Fitness Friday. I'm Thomas Lang. I want to talk a little bit about staying positive, keeping a positive outlook and attitude in these trying times. I want to encourage you to work on your mental state and your mental fitness and health. And also, I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do for drumming to improve your stamina and strength without drums and even without drumsticks. But before we do any of that, I'm here in my kitchen at my studio, and I've got my good friend Mike with me. Hey, Mike. Mike is filming.
Hello.
And we're keeping our social distance. So, Mike, stay over there. Don't move. Don't come closer, unless I tell you. But we all have our masks. I hope that you're all still socially distancing and helping us all to keep this virus at bay. Anyways, before we do anything here, I want to make a smoothie. Not a smoothie, actually a juice. That's what I like to do. We're talking about health and fitness, so nutrition is a huge part of that. You know, it really helps with physical and mental fitness. So I prepared a few ingredients for you, and I'm going to make a little juice, fresh juice. I've got my juicer here, and Jules, who's the administrator here and moderating this live show, she put up some items you will need. So here is my fresh juice recipe. I like to do this, frequently. I don't do it every day. Sometimes I make smoothies like protein shakes. Other days I like to juice. And now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our ingredients, okay? First of all, you need a juicer, of course. And you need a cutting board here. Look at this. This one sounds good. Juice, you got to warm up a little. Enough? Okay, now we're going to the fridge over here. Ooh, and look what we have. We have these little baby carrots, and I dropped a lemon. We can use this too. It's not on the list, but we have little carrots here. Very good, carotene. We have celery. We have the all-important and delicious and very, very healthy ginger, okay? This is really, really important. That's my favorite ingredient. I put this pretty much on anything. I can just, I love to have this ginger tea, just cut it in slices, put it in hot water. That's delicious. And I like to use it for juicing. So, of course, we have a cucumber. Let's see if that works. I can do traditional grip with this. That's a fat backbeat. Wow, I gotta try that on the drums. Okay, anyways, we have our items, and of course I have some green apples also, okay? Am I dropping things in here? Yes. So, let's do this. It's really simple. Oh, I forgot the kale. We have kale. It's not the most delicious of all the greens if you eat it just by itself, but if you mix it with other stuff, it's really good, and it is super healthy. Also healthy mustard greens, for example. I like to use those sometimes to make a fresh juice. And here we go. What I like to do is I like to start with the kale because it's easier to gauge when you have kind of the bitter ingredient first. Easier to gauge how much of the other stuff you can put in. So here we go. Kale. I use quite a lot of this. Make a mess. Here we go. And I use my drumsticks. Not really. Ooh, look at that. Not much. Okay. This is how much juice that was. Impressive, huh? Not really. So I'm going to use a lot more kale. There we go. More. very messy and very delicious. Okay, that's enough kale. I'm going to stop this because it's very noisy. Next item, and of course you always need the right tools for the job. Really? No, I don't think so. You call that a knife? No, yeah, this is the knife. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the right tool for the job now, and we're now adding carrots. Very healthy and delicious. The perfect snack. Put them in there. Yum. More. Oh yes. One of my favorite ingredients, cucumber. I love cucumber. Cucumba. And very healthy. And also it produces a lot of liquid. So much more than kale, for example, or mustard greens or anything like that. So I like to use a lot of cucumber. Here we go. And watch this. You notice the amount we have now? Now that's a loop right there. I'm making a huge mess. And now I'm also adding some celery for the spice factor. You know? You want to spice up your life a little bit? Celery and ginger, baby. That's always delicious. And also a good amount of liquid. Now, the all-important ginger. Look at this beautiful, beautiful. And I like actually to use a fairly large chunk or two. Here we go. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Smell it. Delicious, huh? That was not enough. I'll have another one. Oh, yeah. And last but not least, I like to use green apples for, just a good spice and some of the bitterness with something a little more sweet. Green apples, these are Granny Smith. They work really well. Maybe just one green apple. Ooh, it smells so good. Delicious. Okay, I'm going to give you some of this, okay? Michael, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, here we go. Half these, let's mix it up a little. Oh, it's delicious. Here, Michael.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mike. Mike is our assistant director of content creation here, so he's helping out with content creation. Cheers.
Salud.
To you all, okay? This is a delicious green smoothie. Ginger, celery, kale, green apple, carrots, and lots of love. What's more important than that? That is the main ingredient, okay? Speaking of, okay. Cheers. Okay, I'll just sit here. Now, here's something that's on all our minds and very important to discuss. Sort of our mental fitness in these very trying times. We all have to deal with a whole bunch of new challenges. It's a whole new reality for everybody out there because of the COVID situation and depending where you are in the world. But here in the U.S., for example, we have all kinds of problems. A lot of political unrest. The COVID situation, economic mayhem. So there's a lot of stuff to deal with in these times. And of course, we've been on lockdown for quite some time because of the pandemic. And many of us don't have access to our rehearsal studios or drum sets or even to practice kits or electronic kits or anything like that. So it's been very hard because music is our passion, drumming is our passion. And it's such a huge part of our life to try and work on ourselves every day to improve we set goals, we try to achieve goals, and we focus every day on what's important to us, which is our careers, music, or just self-improvement, and learning an instrument is a big part of that. And learning an instrument teaches you a lot about yourself, and also teaches you self-discipline, and reminds you on a daily basis that it's important to have passion for something in life and to pursue it with passion. So it's been tough for everybody, but good thing is we're stronger than this. We can shoulder that, no problem. Get a little bit of super juice, boom, see them, delicious. Oh, I haven't even tried it yet.
Good.
Oh, that's good. Anyways, do that, okay? That'll give you a good kick in the morning, give you all the energy you need. There's not much fiber in this, but it's got all the nutrients and it's a great amount of vitamins, and it's delicious. So anyways, let's get back to mental fitness. I just want to encourage you guys, anybody who's out there frustrated and feeling depressed and anxious, and anybody who's worried about the future. A lot of musicians have lost a lot of work, and the music scene in general is suffering all over the world. It's a very difficult and challenging time, but the sooner you adapt to the new reality and new situation, the easier it will be for you and for all of us. So we all have to come together and bring change, help inspire each other to continue maybe on a slightly new path, but it's an interesting path. There's so much interesting stuff already happening in the world of music. Try to get inspiration from that. Look at this show. We didn't do anything like that before, and PW and many other people and companies and artists around the world are coming up with really creative and interesting ways to deal with this new situation. So try to do the same thing. Be inspired by people around you who have good ideas, who are creative, who are proactive, and try to stay optimistic, positive, have a good attitude, and just keep working on what you love to do and find ways to make it happen, okay? And we're gonna go and show you some exercises now and these are drumming exercises that you can do without a drum set. That's just my little contribution to maybe inspire you to keep practicing and keep working on yourself, and try to improve even without a drum set or access to a drum set, and without access to sticks or practice pads even. But before I do that, I want to have more of this juice. It's delicious. Yum! This is really good. Wow. You like this?
Great.
Okay, and what else do we have here? We have a mask. So I won't be wearing my mask right now because we're eating and drinking. But again, Mike is keeping his distance. Thank you very much.
6 feet.
Very good. Hello? What's that? Who's calling? Oh, DW calling. Do you want me to go to the studio? Okay. Bye. Let's go. Follow me to the studio. I don't even think you need anything else here. No. Come on, guys. Okay? Follow me. We're here at 9 Beats USA, by the way. Oh, look, we have some music. I like it. Ah, look at that. We're here. Cool. Here we are, guys. Okay, we're in my studio here at 9 Beats USA, at our headquarters, and I have a couple of drum thrones set up behind me, and I'm going to show you some hand and foot exercises that you can do without drum sets. These are strength and stamina building exercises, and we're basically using the same physical mechanisms and movements that you would if you were playing the drums, but we're just not holding sticks or using pedals. So we've got a metronome. We're going to set it at 90 BPM, okay? And just join me and just do whatever we're doing. Participate. Don't just sit on your couch like that. Get up, find a chair. That's all you need is a drum throne or any kind of chair, and do what we do, okay? Seriously, be part of this, okay? That's the whole point of this. Now, I hope you can all see us. Hi. There you go. Do that again. See? Drum solo. Drum do it already. No drums, still cool. And we have a little concert table for our metronome. Like I said, we're going to have a metronome here at 90 BPM, 8 notes. And I'm going to start with some foot exercises. You know, it's kind of hard to practice foot technique or to build up stamina and strength without pedals and without your drum set. So here are some things that I recommend and that are actually quite high impact. And Mike's never done any of these exercises, so I'm teaching him, and you're observers, and you can participate in this space, in this lesson, and learn. You know,
I'll be
at the same time,
just like you. So.
Exactly. So here's I need my phone for. We're doing 1 minute segments of these exercises. Okay. Here's my stopwatch. Okay, I hope you can hear the click. Okay, and the first thing I want you guys to do is place your feet flat on the ground, lift your toes off the floor, like so, and keep your tibialis anterior, that's this muscle, your shin muscle here, in the front of your leg.
Tibialis.
Keep that,
Tibialis.
Tibialis, exactly. Keep that contracted. Just lift your feet up like that, as high as you can, and then tap down and bring the feet up again really quick. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. A really fast tap. Exactly. Very good. That's the movement, and now we're going to do it in quarter notes. And I'm going to start the stopwatch. We're going to do 1 minute exactly, okay? So, and participate. If you're just sitting there lazy, not participating, you're never going to get it, because this is pretty high impact. You'll find out very soon, okay? Ready? We're going to do quarter notes, okay?
Right.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 3, 4.
Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
Feel the
Yeah.
burn.
When it burns, it glows, yeah?
Yes.
Don't forget that, yeah?
This is a lot harder than it looks.
And make sure that you keep your feet up, you know, after each stroke, bring them up in a really quick motion and keep them up as, you know, high as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's kind of a flick.
Yeah.
Don't go like that, like stomp, but just go ping, ping. You know, keeping them up and keeping the tibialis contracted is the point.
I won't be walking after this. That's fine. Leave the walk.
44 seconds, 45.
This is really hard.
You feel it?
Oh my God.
Good. Girly man, come on. Now we're going to do 8 notes. That's 1 minute. 3, 8 notes. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Well, that's great. I can't hear you.
I know. I think I'm just atrophying my whole body.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, try to produce a sound, actually.
I'm like not producing any sound right now.
0.
This is so hard. Tom's just trying to kill me today. That's okay. It's all right.
0. Yeah. He's known as Sub-Zero. Now, plain 0. Okay, that's good. It's very quiet and a little weak and windy. But you're making an effort. Come on.
Other than the weak and windy part, I'm
notes.
doing great.
47 seconds. Okay.
This is impossible.
Try to really, and always keep your heels. There's no stomping. You know, the heels are on the ground. This is all just tibialis action. 1 minute. Now we're doing 60 notes starting with the right foot.
Oh God.
2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. The juice hasn't kicked in yet.
The juice is not kicked in. 1 or 2 coffees.
Okay, that's
We'll be
good.
buying a wheelchair after our exercises today.
You can start this with the right foot or left foot. And if you're participating, right about now, you should feel that burn. You
Feel the
feel it?
No, not at all. Actually,
And don't forget, yeah, when it burns, it grows.
well, now we know who made it on technique. It's not that good. It doesn't even affect him.
51 seconds. That's the third minute now, by the way. So within 3 minutes, you're getting a killer workout already. Now, if you can, don't stop. If you can, go to 60-note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heel on the ground. Come on. What's that? What are you doing?
I got nothing left. I got nothing left.
Are you making fun of me?
I'm
Seriously.
more making fun of myself.
Okay, I'm
Obviously,
featuring
I'm
right
a
now.
trained athlete. I don't have it.
Very puny, yeah. You stomp like a toddler.
Stomp like a girly man. Oh, God.
Okay. So 60-note triplets, you can do that too. All heel down. Maybe with the accents.
Yeah, just throw in an accent. Why not? Just trying to produce sound at this point.
And that's exactly 4 minutes now. Okay, let's stop this for a second. Oops. So in 4 minutes, you can get, and you can feel it, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
And if you guys are at home and actually participating, you have to admit you can really feel that. It's a really high impact workout, which helps build up strength in your tibialis anterior. And here's why. You know, the tibialis, we have two muscles in our lower leg. Gastrocnemius in the back, that's the calf muscle, which is very, very well developed usually. It's a big muscle, this one. And it actually lifts your body weight with every step, you know? So it's, you know, you use it all the time. It's very well developed, very strong. The tibialis anterior here in the front of the leg, that is only there to lift your foot when you walk so you can land on your heel with every step. All it does is lift the weight of the foot. So it's very weak and underdeveloped. When we play drums, playing a pedal is a two-way motion. You press down, which you do with the gastrocnemius, with the calf muscle. Very strong, easy to go bonk. Very easy to step down hard. But it's difficult to lift your foot after the stroke, bring it up again in order to play the next stroke. So it's a two-way motion. You press down, you lift up. You press down, you lift up. If the lifting up, the tibialis is weak, it's an unbalanced motion. And you rely on hip muscles, abductors, vastus medialis, you know, your upper leg muscles, and so on. So you don't want to do that. You want to be able to just use lower leg muscles, you know, for bass drum playing. And for more volume, power, and to add more weight, then you involve the whole leg. And you drop the weight of the whole leg into the pedal. For accents, for example. For a lot of other stuff, you can do everything just heel down, you know? So this is a great exercise to develop that tibialis anterior, the shin muscle, in order to have a more balanced technique, in order to be able to play dynamically, in order to play with much more control, and also more stamina, okay? So let's do another run of this. But while we're doing these foot exercises, we're gonna add some hand exercises too, okay? First, we're gonna do just hands, and this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to put your wrists and elbows together like so, okay? And always make sure your wrists and elbows are together. And then clap. Don't clap like that. The forearms have to be joined like that at the wrist and elbow. Okay, we're just gonna clap in 60 notes at 90 BPM, same tempo. If this is too fast for you, then I don't know what to say, because it's not fast, okay? If you're struggling, then just play 1/8 note and 2 60 notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3, okay? And if you're okay with 60 notes, just play 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1. The reason why we're doing this is that's the exact same motion that you use for playing single strokes, okay? Imagine you're holding a stick with one hand or both hands. That's that same motion. You're working the exact same muscle groups in your forearm that you use for playing singles, palm down, German grip. Okay, it's very, very high impact exercise as well, you'll see. And the reason why we're doing it like this is we want to completely isolate the motion and movement into our forearms. All the effort's going only here, not anywhere else, not in our shoulder or anywhere else. It's all in the forearm. And the reason why we're holding it, pulling our arms together and playing and clapping, it's because we're basically practicing unison exercises this way. And you're working out both forearms exactly in the same fashion. If one hand is weaker than the other, then you won't be able to play unison strokes. Okay, so this is sort of the great equalizing exercise. You know, if you are strong enough with both hands and equally strong, you'll be able to play precise unison strokes. Okay, if one hand is weaker than the other, this happens. And you're not clapping at all because the right hand is overtaking the left hand or vice versa. So this is a great exercise. Try it. See, you don't even need a chair for that. You can do that anyway. So participate. Okay, here we go. 90 BPM, 60 notes. 2, 3, and a 4, and a. Oh, I need to set my stopwatch. Hang on. Here, we'll do 1 minute. 2, 3, 4. Nice and loud. Like clap loud and hard.
Spoiler, this is hard too.
Come on! I can't hear you, Mike.
I can't hear me either.
33 seconds. Are you clapping?
I'm trying. Everything hurts.
3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 55 seconds.
Spoiler, I'm bad at it.
2, 3, now feet. Just do quarter notes. While you're doing that, shake out the hands, relax a little bit. Check your hair, make sure you're looking good. A fast flake of the feet in quarter notes. This is minute number 2. We're relaxing our hands. We're shaking our hair again. I hope you're all participating, not just sitting there watching this. Are you feeling it? Are you,
Absolutely.
I'm already breaking on you.
I'm breaking
turn the AC on.
That would help too, but
Yeah,
you know,
that would
big deal.
But no, let's not do that. Let's just.
I mean, I feel like
Let's
aerobically,
go
like we're just
primal.
exercising.
Let's go monkey style and sweat it off. Okay, now 50 seconds. Okay, now we're gonna play 60 notes with the feet, starting with the right foot. 1E and a 2, and we're gonna clap at the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap loud and stomp hard. It's all heel down. There's none of that. No heel up. Okay, all heel down. 3, 4. I'm gonna feature Mike now.
solo. Listen to me solo. It's not good.
Michael. Hello, Michael. Anybody there? Okay. Let's relax the hands. Keep the feet going. $60 triplets if you can. Okay, now we're going to add another element to this. This is another hand exercise, which we're going to add on top of the foot exercises. Now, this one looks very simple. All we do is we stretch our hands like so. Stretch our fingers like all the way. Yeah, where we are. Not like that. Spread them like that. And then make a fist. Tuck your thumbs in. Spread them again. Really wide. Big distance between each finger, okay? Bang. High. And close your hand. Boom, boom. And we're doing that. Opening, closing the hands. Okay? Flashing lights. Okay? That's it. Exactly. And no forearm movement. Do it again. Just like that. Don't move your shoulders or elbows. Don't go like that. It's just opening, closing hands. Okay? That's it. You ready? We're going to do that in an 8-note sort of rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, that's it. 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I know this looks weird, but do it. 1 minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there's Andreas watching us from over there.
It's like, what are these guys doing
like,
right
what
now?
are those imbeciles doing? Hi. Yeah, it's really.
It's like, you guys look great right now.
Sorry, this is embarrassing.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's not embarrassing.
Don't move your elbows.
Hey,
2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4, 9 seconds.
This is hard too.
All the way, spread it all the way, open your hand every time, all the way up. Spread, You're doing this. You have to stretch your fingers like backwards all the way. Yeah. 2 and 3 and 4 and
drop it to quarter notes.
3 and 4 and come on, 8 notes. 1, 2, back to the feet.
This guy is a machine, people.
And now relax your hands. Wiggle your shoulders. Ooh. Yeah, feels good. Okay, check your hair again. Beautiful hair.
What I have left?
Okay, we're just doing feet. This is really nothing. It's now seems like low impact, right?
Yeah.
So double time. If you can, do it, and put an accent on the quarter. 3, 4.
Remember to breathe.
Exactly. Or at least 16 of children. So now we're going to do the same thing again. Keep playing 16 notes. But now we're going to add the hands. The whole time we're going to do clapping and then grabbing. Clapping, grabbing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Loud feet. Loud clapping.
Come to the studio early today. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fun.
There it is. And if this is hard, here's a trick. When this gets too difficult, extend your arms. And it's even harder. And then bring it back in. And it seems really easy. All these little psychological tricks you can do. It's much harder to do it like this because the muscle is already extended. It's very difficult to extend and contract when the muscle is extended. When it's like this, it's a little easier. Okay, now we're doing the grabbing again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Extend your fingers all the way. Spread them as far as you can. Come on, yeah, don't give up, you girly man. You want a massage, yeah?
Yes, that sounds wonderful right now, actually. You call me Popeye.
Terribly actual 16. Like, keep it precise. No elbow action, no shoulder. Come on, Michael, yeah! You want to keep that job, I thought, yeah, do it now.
Is this like a hazy?
This content creation. Create now. Yeah, create the content.
We create tears in a minute. Aye.
Okay, there it is. Mike's creating. Stop with the elbow wiggling. It's only focus only on this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's good. No wiggling. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Very good. Let's do the clapping again. 3, 4. And the thing is, carry on. You have to do this for maybe a minimum of 5 minutes a day. Okay. I used to do this, and this is something you can do pretty much anywhere. You can do this at a bus stop, on an airplane, and drive people around you crazy. You can do it at your dentist's, in your dentist's waiting room, and drive people crazy. Anywhere you are, where you have a chair, you can do this exercise. Put some music on, and listen to whatever song you love on your phone, and just play along. 60 note triplets, flat-footed, working the tibialis anterior. Okay, and you can do this clapping exercise pretty much anywhere. And this. It's a really hardcore. I mean, if you've tried it and if you actually did this exercise with us, you'll feel, how high impact that is on your forearm. And there's, various other exercises you can do. I'm sure you all know the reverse stick grip exercise, where I need some sticks. Where do I have sticks? Here. There's a lot of things you can do with the sticks. If you just play the stick like that, you basically hit your forearm. And you can work your fingers like that. It's this movement. You're doing this basically. And that works the forearm. It's a very good exercise. You can do it with both sticks in unison, or you can play little patterns like that. That's something you can do. And here's another exercise I want to show you. Actually, several more. Let's get back to foot technique. Like I said, it's kind of hard to practice foot technique without pedals or without a drum set, but there are many ways you can do this. Everything we did until now was a flat-footed heel down, working the tibialis anterior, okay? You can just play patterns, 𝗕𝗥𝗚𝗧𝗧𝗜𝗏, and throw some beef into it, some meat into it. Yeah, imagine, throw some ox tongue in it, yeah, and dinosaur blood and He-Man's tubes all blended in there, yeah? Put some beef. Don't feet up on the floor, okay? That's really important. It's all heel down, but you can create a lot of volume, if you practice a little bit. So we did heel down stuff. Now we're working on some heel up exercise, okay? Heel up, of course, there's two versions. There's flat-footed stomping, and then there's heel up played on the ball of your foot, which is a high-pitched sound. Listen to this. That's on the ball of my foot. And then flat-footed stomping is a low-pitched sound. So let's do exercises where we play 1 bar high-pitched, heel up on the ball of the foot, 1 bar flat-footed stomping. Okay, we'll do the same thing. It's very quiet. Can we turn this up? Or is it max?
I think it's max.
Okay, then we can do without. I'll do the only track, yeah. Okay, 2, 3, heel up. 1, 2. That's too slow. That's for beginner stadium. Okay, how it is. 110 BPM. Now let's increase the tempo. That was 110 BPM. Let's go to 130.
Of course.
Okay, of course. 130, do it.
There you go.
One bar each. Follow the foot. Stop. 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 Very good. Now, one quarter note each. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I like to do when I do this, these kind of exercises, you feel that?
No.
Okay, good. Seriously?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Good. Also, you can change the position of your foot. I use a lot of different pedals. So I have sometimes 6 pedals on each side. If I go full, mothership, or at least 2 or 3 pedals on either side of my kit. So I like to switch and play a lot of multi-pedal orchestration. So this is a great exercise for me. I play imaginary pedals in the middle, then I move to the outside and maybe even off the, onto the rug. So you can play, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So this way you're working hip adductors, your pelvis, abductor muscles, the quadriceps, vastus medialis, calf muscle, and tibialis anterior, all at the same time. Very good. And you can play little patterns. You can play like triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We're dancing. We're dancing. Look at us dance. We're dancing. We're dancing. Look at us dancing. I can go across like that. Look how silly that looks. Anyways, we can do 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Or groups of 6. Very good. And you'll find out if you do this, but well, it's quite the cardio workout.
Oh my God.
And you're using, you're lifting your legs, and however heavy your leg is, but mine's probably, 40 pounds or something, at least.
Yeah.
So you're moving a lot of weight around. So it's, you'll feel that, it's quite a cardiovascular workout. Now, these are all heel up exercises. Let's combine heel up with heel down. Okay, let's play very simple exercise. We're going to play quarter notes with our right foot. 2, 3, and then 3 singles. And then with the lift. Okay, and between each quarter note, we're going to play 2 heel down strokes with the other foot, like so. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, 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 left, right, left, 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 right, left, right, left. There it is. Now let's not do baby tempo. Let's beef it up a little bit, okay? 3, 4. it's a dynamic exercise. You can hear the loud quarter notes. It's a very symmetrical exercise, working both feet and legs equally at the same time. Let's go, a little faster like this. 1, 2, 3. Make it really dynamic. Set the heel down stroke really quiet. Very good. Very good. A little faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You can practice that at home, but that's a great exercise you can do without a drum set. It's a dynamic foot exercise with a combination of different foot techniques. So that's quite, something interesting to practice, I think. And it will really help you with foot technique on the pedals and on the actual kit. Let's try a paradiddle like that. Everybody knows a paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Everything's heel down except for the accent. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Big stomp. Can we do double time? Or a little faster? Sure. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's good. Now a little faster. Yeah, you can go really fast, even without drums. So this is a great exercise. Again, it's combining heel up and heel down stroke. And it's a dynamic exercise. You can do the same thing with double paradiddle. It's right left, 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 left.
The hardest one is the unaccented note right after the accident.
Yeah. Yeah. What I do is I stomp and I just leave my foot flat on the floor and play the 2 heel down strokes. I go. Try this movement. Don't lift it up after the stomp. Go and leave it there. And slime. Imagine you're just throwing a big glob of slime on the floor. It just sticks. Yes, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. Very good.
Yeah.
Another great exercise to work, again, tibialis and gastrocnemius and soleus, the 2 muscles in the calf muscle, is just go play heel and toe. So I play toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel. Exactly. Can you feel that? Yeah. You can go 4 with the toes, like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, heel, 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 right? That's it. So let's go. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe.
Keep on getting extra.
What I like to do is I like to play combinations of heel and toe strokes. Like I play like 16 triplets. I go da 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 da. So toe 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 heel heel toe 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 heel heel toe 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 heel heel toe. Yeah, exactly. Or just toe, toe, heel, heel. Just 2 each. Very good exercise. So again, to show you, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. Or toe, 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 heel, heel, toe, 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 heel, heel, toe, 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 toe. Right leg, 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 or right leg, right leg, front leg. So a group of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just like that.
Exactly. So a lot of stuff you can do to work on your lower legs, upper legs, hips, pelvis, without drums. I have more hand exercises. There's so much stuff you can do, but I'm going to show you other stuff that's good for forearm strength training and development. I'm sure you know these resistance bands. These are called resistance, but they're just rubber bands. You can get the toddler one. Yeah, I use the manly one. Okay, here's what I want you to do. This is an exercise that will help you develop strength in your forearm, both grip strength and wrist strength. This is really great exercise for wrist strokes, single strokes, palm down, locked grip, like powerful singles. Okay, so the motion, and I'm sure you all know about how to hold a stick and everything. So this is about basically German grip, palm down. So you just lift your hand up, put the stick in the hand, boom, there it is. Your palm's facing down. And when we play, the wrist hinges only one way, and the wrist is not designed anatomically to hinge this way with the thumb facing up. No, we never play karate sort of chop position. Okay, sometimes for finger stroke control, that's French Timpani grip. We use that, but on the drum set we don't. Okay, only for textures every once in a while. The 99% of what we do is palm down. Okay, because otherwise we can injure ourselves. We don't want to do that. So I want you to hold your arm like this, palm down. Imagine you're holding a stick in your hand and you're playing in this position. And what you're doing is you're striking down onto a drum and you're really overextending your wrist all the way down like this. Okay. And you're going from that position to that position. Okay. Now memorize this motion. Okay. And tell your forearm to memorize this. Kinesthetic memory, muscle memory. Okay. Imagine now, what it feels like to do this, and now pay attention to how your index finger and thumb and middle finger are pinching the stick while you're doing this, okay? And now imagine the same thing, but instead of holding a stick, you're pinching the resistance bands like a drumstick. You're holding one hand up, you're putting some tension on the resistance band, so it's actually, and then now you imagine you're holding a stick and you do the same motion. You're pulling down like this. Okay, that's exactly the same motion. And let's do 20, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? Other hand. Put a little bit of tension on it. Now the wrist is at an angle. Try to hold your forearm horizontally. Exactly. Very good. Like that. You can see it on the camera. And now pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bang. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. You can also just do what's called what's it called? It's not a dynamic exercise. It's constant contraction or something. I can't remember. But you can just basically pull down and hold it like that, and you can feel how the muscle is crazy contracting like this, and you just hold it.
No pain.
No pain.
No pain.
And then again, stand up, pull down, and hold it. Can you feel that?
Oh yeah.
If you do, 3 or 4 sets of this, like sets of 20 every day, you'll feel a huge improvement in grip strength and forearm strength in general. Okay, so this is a good exercise you can do. You can also do this at the gym with like a triceps pull down machine. You can just take a rope, do the same thing. You know, imagine the rope is a drumstick, hold it and pull it down like that. Okay, both hands, of course. What else can we do? Oh yeah, for forearm strength training, more stuff. If you have some dumbbells, these are just very light, 8-pound dumbbells. You know, you can work on your forearm like this. You drop the dumbbell, hold it in between your fingers, and then roll it up and really curl it in and drop it again. It's good to rest your forearm on your thigh like that, bring it in and drop it down. And let's do 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's weird, isn't it, what we do?
I mean, it's an athletic instrument.
9, 10, 11. And open your fingers a little when you roll it down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you also get the fingers involved.
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can feel it. It's a very lightweight. Let's do the other hand. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't drop
6, 7. Watch your toes. Watch your toes when you do that. Especially whether you use a heavier weight. Okay, so that's a good one. You can, of course, this is like 12.5 pounds. You can also use a heavier weight. Okay, that's right. You know, for younger children like Michael, it's easier to use baby weights, but you know, if you feel up for it, then use something like that. Like 2 of those. This is very, very good for your grip strength, forearm strength. Okay, and of course, you can also do the inverse. These are too heavy for that, but you can have one of those back. You can also, like we did earlier, pretend this is a really fat drumstick. Drop it down, bring it up, like so. That is excellent forearm strength training. If you don't have a dumbbell, use anything around your house that's kind of heavy that you can hold like that. Anything with a handle will work. A backpack, or a milk carton, or I don't know, a broom, a crowbar. What else can you think of? A chair. You just lift chair like that. Okay. Drum stool. Yeah, anything you can grab onto, you can do this with. Okay. Drop your wrist like that. Bring it up. You can do both arms at the same time. Can I borrow this? Like that. Imagine you're on a Harley and you're revving the Harley. Good sound.
It's pretty good.
It's very authentic. I don't have any sense of embarrassment, so
really
there you go.
Come out of your shell.
Try to do that. Hold it like this, and do that. Okay. Let me sit back and enjoy this view. Yes.
I think I got the motorcycle effect.
There you go.
I don't have it.
So that's something you can do, and in case you don't have access to pads, sticks, drums, etc. And you can always get your feet involved with those exercises I showed you. Okay, heel down exercises, heel up exercises. I can show you some ankle stroke exercises too. Should we do that too? May as well. Okay. So ankle strokes is another foot technique that I use, and it's a very sort of established traditional foot technique. It involves no leg whatsoever. Everything's happening in the ankle. No leg movement, no hip movement, nothing. Okay, it's all this. So in order to do this, I want you to scoot back on your drum throne and put both hands under your legs like that. Yeah. So that your legs your feet hang in the air like that. How silly is this?
So you want to be a drummer. This is what it takes.
Exactly. So you want to play the drums? Okay. So of course, this is not ideal for playing the drums because we can't use our hands like that. But this is only to show you and demonstrate what ankle strokes are, actually are. So as your legs are kind of hovering in the air, and this is what needs to be the case in order to play correct ankle strokes, you have to have, a very light foot on the pedal. It's almost like hovering in the air. So now, as you're sitting like this, I want you to lift. How do I see this? Okay. I want you to lift the foot like so and tap down. Okay, so sorry, we've got construction going on here. So I want you to lift down and tap down like so. Do it with both feet. Okay, now right foot, left foot. Again, there it is. The knees are not moving, the legs are not moving, nothing's moving except for your feet at the ankle. There's two doubles. Right, right, left, left.
Show off.
Okay, now let's play paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left. The reason why we're doing it is, with our hands under the seat is so we give our legs an extra lift to get them off the ground. When we actually play the drums, you can see I'm really far back on my throne, like my butt's kind of hanging over the backside of the throne. If you want to play this technique, you need to scoot back on your throne because you need support under your on your hamstring here. You can't play this technique if you sit too far towards the front of the seat. If there's any space between, at the back of your throne, this technique doesn't work. You need support on your hamstrings. That's why those motorcycle-style thrones and like tractor seats thrones, put them in the garbage right away. Okay, away, goodbye, because you can't play a lot of stuff with those thrones. It doesn't work. You need the support here under your hamstring. So if you want to now do this without hands, because we want to involve hands when we play drums, you have to scoot back on your throne like so. So you get some support on your hamstrings. Your butt's kind of almost hanging off the back of the seat a little bit. And this way you can completely sit straight, but still play ankle strokes. Let's do doubles. Let's play 𝗙𝗥𝗚𝗘. Let's play 16 triplets. Very good. So you can do a lot of stuff with ankle strokes too. And you can combine ankle strokes with stomps and heel down playing. This is heel down, stomp, ankle strokes. And you can, let's do simple. Let's do a simple exercise combining 60 notes of stomps on the ball of the foot. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 30-second notes playing ankle strokes. So 1, 2. You can see that the knee is moving when I'm playing the heel up strokes and not moving at all when I'm playing ankle strokes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Very good. Awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. That was all stuff you can do without drums at home, without drum sets. And they're still pretty high impact. And they're fun. You can do them in front of your TV. You can go and binge watch your favorite show on Netflix and sit there and go and drive everybody crazy.
Your whole family nuts.
So to wrap up the show, I'm going to play a song. And you know what? I forgot to mention earlier that the theme of the show today is high, getting high on fitness. And on my last album, which is called ProgPop, which I released last year, I have a song called High, which is exactly about that. It describes sort of it's about a intervention, a self-intervention, basically, if you like. At that point in your life when you realize, oh man, you're doing a lot of things not quite correctly, or you're overdoing some or neglecting others, and you've got bad habits and certain, issues with addiction, or, you're always going for that really cheap, fast, easy buzz and instant gratification rather than pay attention to the long game and goals a little further in the distance. You want that instant, happiness and satisfaction. And that's what this song is about. It's about getting rid of bad habits and replacing them with good habits. and getting rid of that kind of laziness, and make it an effort to pay attention to the long game and to the goals that are, a little further down the road. And there's a lot of parallels to practicing, and developing a skill over a long period of time. When you start playing, you have goals in mind always. And if you practice with goals in mind and result oriented, you're always looking way down the road, not just a week or 2 months. You're looking like 10 years down the road or more, because it takes a long time to develop certain skills and gain experience and so on. So, I've always been able to really focus on goals that are way in the future, and kind of proceed with patience and determination and discipline and practice methodically. And, this song, High, is about, that basically. It's about knowing, paying attention to the long game and getting rid of all the bad habits and all the things that you're doing that are, very short-lived and that really don't have longevity or cause the opposite, like, whatever kind of issues. In my case, in the song, it's lyrically, it's about, nutrition. No more booze, no coffee, no more candy, no cigarettes, for example. Okay, that's the chorus. And in the chorus, it says, I want that perfect high without the low, and I'm going to be my hero. So it's something you can be proud of when, when you achieve that, when you change your life, you change your nutrition, you start working out, you skip some of the bad habits, you feel good, and you get turned on, and it produces this great high without the low, instead of, getting hammered and having a massive hangover and completely messing up your life as a result. This is a high that really produces great positive results for yourself and people around you. So that's what that song is about. And I'm going to play the song now for you, okay? That's also the end of the show. But I would like to let you know that there's another show next month. DW doing this Fitness Friday show once a month. And last month, I think it was Dave Illich. Next month is going to be Brendan Buckley. I believe it's on the, put that up in, it's June 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific. So pay attention to that. Tune in again for Buckley's show. He's got some great advice for you guys. He's totally into martial arts and very fit, and he can give you a lot of great advice. And guys, go check out DWDrums.com, the Drum Network, and please follow at 9Beats USA. We're here. We're a drum school, and we're producing a lot of great content here. So follow at 9beatsusa.com. Follow me also on all kind of social media at Thomas Lang Drum, and follow me on YouTube, Facebook. It's all here at Thomas Lang Drum, official Thomas Lang, Stick Tricks on YouTube. So check it out. And now I'm going to play the song High from the record. It's a really tricky beat. It's very brainy. The left foot is playing on every offbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's playing 2 60 notes on the offbeats. And the right hand is playing a diggy ding 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 diggy ding ding diggy ding 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 ding. And I'm using a snom on my right for those 2 60 note offbeats. It's a 4-bar phrase. And everything you'll hear is composed. So there's no real improvisation. Even the fills are kind of composed. And that's what I wanted, because it's all about taking control and being able to pay attention to details and not lose the plot, when you're following anything, any kind of self-improvement path, okay? So I tried to work that into the drum parts too. And this is the song High. I'm going to have to pull my computer up here. 1 second. Okay, there it is. And I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Mike.
Bye, guys.
For your help and sweating it up with me. And are we, Jules, before I go, shall we answer any questions or any comments do you want me to react to? Are there any comments? No, I believe no questions. Very good. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye from Los Angeles, 9Beats USA. Thank you, DW. Look at all these beautiful drums. I'm so blessed to have such a wonderful partnership with my family at DW. I love all their drums and all their colors as long as they're black. Anyways, here's the song Hi. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye. You made a
Many years I was thinking that I can take it all, eat it up without blinking, and try it all. All the foods I was drinking never satisfied, but before the ship sinking, time to try. No more booze or coffee, no more candy, no cigarettes. No more booze or coffee, no more candy, no cigarettes. I will find me a new drug, a new reality. I will find me a new drug, one that gives me that perfect smile without the room. I'm gonna be my hero. Forever, I think I'll hit the wall. Try to pull it together. I heard the call. This is my intervention. We'll let it escalate. Check out my new addiction.